Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at Chainlink, seeing what's going on, and just double checking a few key factors. We'll jump right into the back-end data there, give some congrats, and obviously work our way down on the time frames, kind of see what's going on. And just to jump right in here too, excuse me, with liquidation levels, we're seeing heavy-ish concentration down below at about 13.5. We've known that for a little while. Some newer longs at about 13.8. And then, of course, liquidation ranging all the way between 16 and 16.5. But for the most part, the 1530s and the 1540s all got demolished here roughly this time yesterday. So I'm so sorry to hear that, but shouldn't be shorting this coin right now. Obviously, there's potential, and I shouldn't even talk, don't get me wrong. We shorted this coin a couple weeks ago when it was due for a correction. I think it was right here to down here, or maybe it was right here to here. I forget which one it was. It was giving us some pretty bearish signs, and that very well could be the case here. So we'll talk about that and discuss, what the potential is for this coin. Quick congrats, of course. Just want to kind of highlight this too, because we got some really cool groups over here. With our premium group, these are my swing trades, by the way. We got 73% OGN profit in 17 days, ICP 40% in 20 hours. Got that bull flag from yesterday if you saw that analysis. And same thing with AVAX as well, 25% in 15 hours. So that was the last 24 hours. Pretty awesome group there. And then, of course, we got some nice scalps here from Solana and Matic for our day trading group there. So great stuff. Happy that's working very well for you guys. Thanks so much again for the wonderful feedback. And if you do want to kind of jump on over to our Discord, check it out. Link down below. I have, you can jump on over there and just get to know our community, honestly. The premium group is not required, but definitely a nice bonus. And just friendly advice, spots are filling up soon, so you do want to consider jumping in there before it's too late, because I do have to start restricting the amount of users just because we have so many people coming over right now. So when it comes to Chainlink, what we want to talk about here is, first of all, this descending trend. Let's look at our moving averages and see. We did lose a 20-day SMA. And that's not like it's a monstrous like support level, but it is an important range, and understanding being below or above that is a something to know. Like what it does basically shifts your mentality from like we're bullish to we're potentially bearish. And that's what I'm seeing right here. In other words, we're still up over the 50, so we still have a chance to continue this ascending trend. But we did lose, obviously, a few days ago. We know this on Sunday when Bitcoin dumped by 8% in like 15 minutes or less. What is like $250 million in liquidation in like an hour or less. It was crazy stats. Anyways, that occurred. Price actions had difficulty getting past that level. It kind of did this little bounce, rejected off this trend line, continued down. Anyways, the long story short here is we're below the 20, above the 50. It's not a bad place to be. It's just not a great place to be. Okay. So again, just kind of change your mentality there. We're testing a key level support here too, based on volume. We got what, 14.5, roughly 1475. Exactly where the price action's at right now is that volume support. So it could very well hold. We want to give it the benefit of the doubt. We should assume it's going to not hold, okay? And what I mean by that is just expect the worst, hope for the best, right? Grandpa taught me that. It serves me very well in life and trading. That said, price action is pulling back, okay? So MACD is still diverging. We have stochastic RSI swinging down for a second time here. It's, again, the second swing up or down is the most impactful. And then we got money flow index very low. This is very low for most coins. Majority of other coins that are doing really well for themselves are somewhere between 50 and 60 on the money flow. So this money flow being low and us testing 50 on the RSI is not a great sign. So it's not a good look on Chainlink here. I could totally see why those folks were trying to short recently. So again, sorry you got caught in that, and I apologize if I overstepped what I said earlier. But again, shorting right now in this market is kind of a treacherous thing, right? It runs an inherent larger risk when you short in general, and shorting an uptrend is also not ideal. Now, not to say Link is in an uptrend by any stretch, but we are now below all 4 moving averages. That's terrible on the 4-hour. Taking a quick look here at the stochastic, we can see here we're swinging down pretty hard, so we still have some room for downtrend. 4-hour time frames under 50 on the RSI. Money flow index coming down. These are all bearish signs, by the way, and the MACD is soon to diverge. So I could totally see why shorting this coin right now seems like an appropriate consideration. Really quick to reiterate, we got the low levels at 13.5 on liquidation. So to clarify here, 13.5 looks like this right here. So if there is a candle wick down, that would be the case in point where the price action could pull back to. So taking a quick look at liquidity here, we can see there is definitely some lower liquidity left. Obviously the upper, we've already identified that. But the key takeaway here is there's 2 ways that a liquidity can be swept. It can be swept to the downside like this, to blast through a most recent resistance, and to come back up as if it never happened. That's scenario number one. That's been more likely the case lately with these coins. Scenario number two is the price wicks down there, comes up here and gets rejected by this resistance, previous support, and continues lower. So both scenarios exist. This is a, what is it? Is it a Schrodinger's box? If you're familiar with that, maybe look it up if you're not. But yeah, two realities exist at the same time. All right. So that said, that is more of a target right now than the upper level of liquidity that we discussed previously, mainly because we have a lot of bearish qualities. Okay. So again, all the more reasons we could see the price pull back. Let's take a look at the hourly. I'm curious about the Ichimoku cloud. And we just broke down below here in the cloud. Conversion lines below the baseline, lagging spans free and clear. This is almost a perfect scenario for a short position. Keep in mind, bit on the overextended side to the downside. We've hit 2 8s on TD sequential, so we could very well see recovery here. So if you're going to short wisely, I am leaning a little bit more towards a short versus a long on this coin, and obviously you can see why. Keep in mind, when I do a short and I perform an entry for a short, I'll have multiple entries because I like to average my price in. I also like to average my price out, so if you're not trading with more than one exit strategy, you're probably doing it wrong. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad call, but all in, all out, it never truly works the best. It's a really, really common characteristic amongst really good traders to take 60, 70, 80% position out once you hit your first target and move on. The reason why it's important is because you're setting targets. You're not just arbitrarily jumping into a coin expecting, oh, I'm just gonna, I feel good, I'm gonna close my position. That's not how it works. This is a business, you treat it like one, you respect the market, and you get the same results in return. That said, what are your thoughts? What do you think you're going to do? I'm kind of curious. Comment below, like, subscribe, follow, whole 9 yards there, and make sure you join the best exchange in the world. My personal opinion, of course, but hey, we're all opinionated, right? My opinion is based on my community, though, and my community loves this exchange, and that's what it's here for. Okay, no KYC, no VPN. What is it? Trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets. You can set a lot of cool features in this exchange here. Be sure to check out our Bitunix section within our Discord. If you're curious about it, I have an instructional video, but at this point here, Chainlinks gets my thumbs down. Should I start doing that? Thumbs up or thumbs down? As far as a long position, do not take a long position. We've confirmed every reason not to take a long, okay? If you do short wisely with tight targets. That's the bottom line, okay? All right, folks, I hope that made sense. I described that correctly. Thank you so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.